She married him for his beauty. Said he was a real cutie, a hottie, the type of guy you'd see up in the beach in Lanzarote. Beautiful on the outside, but his personality was ugly. And yeah, at times things would get ugly. Bruises, black eyes, and often bloody. But she never had the heart to tell nobody. He was a hubby, a lover, controlled everything about her, and made sure she had no other to turn to when he beat her black and blue. Isolated from family and friends, she was destined for a bitter end, constantly threatened and struggling to keep it together, letting in more than she was letting on, hoping things would get better, but they only seemed to be getting worse. He would curse if he didn't swing for her first, and despite all the pain and the hurt, she decided to soldier on and stay headstrong. 6 months pregnant, looking forward to being a mum, but it wasn't only her that he beat. He was a cheat and went to lengths to do her wrong, yet somehow she found the strength to carry on. She was strong, holding on instead of moving on, cause she was sprung and cause he convinced her that she brought this all on. Of course he was perfect and could do no wrong. It was only a matter of time before she caught on. And as you can imagine, this marriage didn't last long. He's now doing time paying crime. Sorry, he's now doing time for the crimes. I haven't performed this piece, it's new. He's now doing time for the crimes. And she's now long gone, buried along with her unborn son. Another young and gone, cause they put their trust in the wrong one. A lost soul with no sense of belonging. Disempowered and made to feel inferior. So besotted with his beautiful exterior that she never got sight of the interior and character that lied within him. His thought process was so sickening and dark, but she thought him being rough was all part of the spark until she got sparked. In most cases of abuse, relationships tend to kick off well and have a good start. But we need to think with our heads as well and not just think with our hearts. Be smart, take a step back and deep it and pick things apart. Because red flags and signs always appear even if they are not clear from the start. When we see those signs appear, we need to be strong enough to depart and walk away from what we think is love. Very few get to live on long enough to tell the stories behind their bruises and scars. Don't let the one you marry or settle with push you around, cause sometimes one push can be a push too far. In these cases, these pushes put one in a casket and one behind bars. Relationships these days are such a farce. When it comes to weddings, we make such a fuss. Excessive costs and all for what? These marriages don't even last. People are breaking up more than they're making up and hooking up more than they're making love. They're faking love, having one night stands and they're taking off. Happy to knock her up and flee when they knock her down. Then like Taylor and Mariah were left trying to shake it off. We shouldn't be marrying to tick off a box. We should marry to love and marry to trust. Not just marry for sex or marry for lust. Get to know your other half and get to know them well. Don't just think about the good spells and get distracted by those good smells. Make sure you've seen them on bad days as well. Get to know his friends and get that intel. Get those references and read them well. People tend to hide things and hide them well. Make sure you've seen them happy, mad, sad, and angry as well. Marriages should be beautiful unions, not a living hell. It's okay to marry for beauty, just make sure there's beauty inside as well. Thank you. And that's a wrap. 3 pieces. Hope you enjoyed it.